My name is Amanda and welcome to The Done Creative. Before we get into this, I just want to let you guys know that I have a new channel where I am doing all of my live streams. So if you want to be able to catch any future live streams from me where I do free readings, the link for that will be in the description box below. And for this pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out if the answer to your question is a yes or a no. You can assign a different pile for different questions or just have one question and find one pile. You can do this however you want. And if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on piles number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And again, if more than one pile calls out to you or there's more than one question you want answered, go ahead and choose piles accordingly. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. And remember, these are general readings, so only take what resonates for you and your situation and leave the rest behind. Without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, or those of you who chose the unicorn, this is going to be the answer to your question. Wow, this is so interesting. So for these two middle cards here, we have a 16 and a 16. So 16s add up to a 7, which is a very spiritual number. This is a number of introspection and really doing some soul searching to really figure out what's going on in this situation, this relationship, whatever it is your question is involving. It's going to require you to do a bit of soul searching and introspection. This may even be something for some of you that's a medical issue that you're dealing with, but it says here on this card it's not an emergency. So I really am feeling whatever answer you were hoping for in this medical situation, you're going to be able to get a pretty decent answer from that, because you know, when we're scared about our health, we're waiting for results or something like that. This card saying it's not an emergency is good news. So whether you were hoping to hear a no or a yes, I almost have a feeling you're going to get the answer in this pile that you're wanting. Medical issue or not. If you want a yes, I think it's going to be a yes. If you want a no, I think it's going to be a no. But there is some introspection, there is some soul searching. You have a rebirth card here. So you really are going through whatever you're asking about for a reason. This is part of your soul's evolution. But we have here the situation will improve. So again, going back to that health issue, your health is improving if that's what's going on, or if this is about a relationship, that relationship will improve. But again, as a result of your introspection and making any changes that you know you need to make accordingly. Then we have a year from now. So a year from now, you're going to look back on this day and say, wow, I was so worried about that thing for no reason. Everything worked out, everything improved, and I'm on a much better trajectory. So for pile 1, if you were really hoping for a yes, with that introspection, you're going to get a yes. And of course the work, not just the introspection, but taking action on whatever you've introspected about. And again, if you're hoping for a no, I feel with that introspection, you're going to be able to improve your situation and get the answer that you want with that. So I know this was a little confusing. If you want a yes, you got a yes. If you want a no, you want a no. And a year from now, you're really going to be seeing why this happened or why you're asking about this thing. There is this death or rebirth, very 8th house Plutonian vibe here with that. But a year from now, you're going to look back and say, wow, everything's cool. I'm much better off now than I was back then. So I hope that resonated for you. Pile number 1, you'll have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's go ahead and find out if the answer to your question is a yes or a no. Oh, this is interesting. So group number 1 had a 16 and a 16 on these two cards. You guys have a 46, which adds up to a 10, and a 28, which adds up to a 10. So you guys are at the end of one cycle going into a new cycle. And it may have to do with your home life or just relationships around the home, or as a result of this thing that you're asking about. Relationship dynamics are going to shift a little bit, but you're actually going to, even though we have a no here, so the answer to your question is no. because there's something better for you with this choose a new direction card. There's something that maybe you've overlooked or haven't really thought about that is more meant for you than what you're asking about. And I know a lot of times you're like, but I need a yes in this instance. If you were hoping for a no, this is just good clarification that the no that you were looking for is here because there's something better coming in for you. Much like group 1, I am picking up a couple of you that were asking about a health diagnosis, wondering if you had some scary illness or you were going to be prolonged for like a job or something, like if it was going to take a lot longer than you wanted it to. It's not. You're getting a stable footing in whatever it is you're asking about, where you're getting more domestic harmony or just the result of whatever you're asking about. You're going to have a better home life as a result. But here we've got reach out. So you may have to actually reach out and take action in this direction before you get your answer here. But you are going in a more supported direction, something that's actually going to be more beneficial to you. And especially if you were hoping for a yes, pile number 2, I think very soon you're going to see why you got a no in this instance. But again, if this doesn't resonate, you can always choose another pile or just click off the video. No worries. Only take what resonates for you in your situation. But some of you are reaching out. Some of you, this is a bit of a blessing in disguise for some of you, to where you're actually going to be able to gain, because we have a child here, we've got domestic harmony, something that's going to improve in the home or the home life. Even if the question you're asking about is about it improving and we get a no here, just know that maybe it's not improving right away. There's something like that where you could possibly change this no into a maybe if you change your course of action, if that makes sense. So I hope that resonated for you guys. You will have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative. Alright, bye! Alright, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out if the answer to your question is a yes or a no. Put your little deer keychain right up there. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so wow, so I think some of you that chose this pile, many of you, are asking about a love relationship or potential for a relationship. We've got here the number 26, which adds up to an 8, which is all about taking action and being kind of the cruise director of your own life. But some of you are, wondering about this connection or a possible connection with someone. I'm feeling like this is a definite maybe. I know this is not very clear, but I'll get into why. Because there is something better for you than what you're trying to accomplish here. That doesn't mean the answer to your question is a no or that it's a yes, but you can lean into the direction of what you're hoping for this question or outcome to be, the answer, by listening to your own intuition. But some of you may have some pent-up emotions or thoughts about whatever you're asking about. This is a very emotionally charged thing that you're asking about, something that you are kind of hanging your future on for some of you. So this is kind of almost a protection for you not to get a straight answer, because the answers can only be found within, is what my guides are telling me. You need to listen to your own gut, your own intuition where this situation is concerned, and whatever your intuition is telling you, that is your answer. Whether it's a yes or a no, whatever your intuition is pointing toward, that is going to be the answer to your question. But if you're like, I just want an answer, dang it, my answer for you will be maybe. It will be a yes if you want it to be a yes, or a no if you want it to be a no. But you may be, quote unquote, settling, because there is something better that Spirit is trying to offer you than what you can maybe clearly see at this moment. We've got blow off steam here. Again, emotions may be running high. There may be a need for you to just get out, be by yourself, and just let those emotions out. Be vulnerable. Whether you're walking out in nature and just aggressively power walking down a hiking trail, or punching a punching bag at the gym, something, blow off some steam. Allow those emotions that are coming up for you to move through you. That'll really help, because you have the number 6 here, which is all about that unconditional love. So especially if you're asking about a partner or something they've done or you've suspected they've done, listen to your own intuition, because it really won't steer you wrong, especially when it's a partnership, a love partnership. usually we can tune into their energies much better than we can people who aren't so closely connected to us. So use your own discretion, use your own intuition, but whatever you're asking about, there's something better. And I just heard there may be some missing information that you don't quite know about, or a missing element, or you're just not operating with all of the information that you're seeking here. And when you do find out that other piece of information, things are really going to become clear to you that there is maybe something better for you. Or if you're hoping to go, like they're showing me this silly little example, like if you're hoping to go on a trip to, say, Mexico or some sort of tropical location, and it just keeps not working out, or there's travel restrictions or something like that, it's because there's a better place where your energy's needed. And, you know, usually we go on vacation because we're like, I need a break, I need a breath of fresh air, I need that place's energy. But vice versa, your energy also affects the places you go. So if you're trying to plan a trip and it just keeps falling through, maybe really do some soul searching, maybe see if there's a better location you can go. Not to say you can't go to Cancun or something later on, but maybe for the time being, there's something better for you. You know, you use that example to your own life. You know what I mean? So I hope that resonated. Basically, you have a maybe. You can have whatever answer you want, but listening to your intuition is going to give you the actual answer. Spirit wants you to be the one, not some girl on the internet, telling you the answer to this exact question. So I hope that resonated for you in whatever way it could have. And thanks again, you guys, so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 4, let's go ahead and find out if the answer to your question is a yes or a no. All right, so we've got here, look forward with the number 41, which adds up to a 5. So there are changes coming as a result of whatever it is you're asking about. Maybe you're going through these changes or about to go through these changes and you're just kind of wondering the outcome of such. But that you looking forward and even off to the side. Whenever we get this card, I always caution, look off to the side, because there may be some hidden things that are coming to light, or, you know, some things to watch out for, because that is a very precarious little incline there this person could easily fall off of, and that's a little scary. So just making sure you're looking forward and kind of side peripheral and like in your present moment, because your actual answer to your question is going to result from you looking forward, not looking back in the past. Because a lot of times when we look back in the past, we can sometimes get stuck there for a while. And it's always okay to look back to the past when you're trying to do some healing and, you know, just thinking of good memories and good times, like that's okay. But when we try to just stay in the past and live in the past, like it doesn't really serve us moving forward. With this number 57 here, that adds up to a 12, which adds up to a 3. There is a creative solution to whatever it is you're asking about, teaching and learning. So this thing you're asking about is actually a pretty decent mark on your journey as far as your soul's progression, your soul's path or journey here on this planet. So you are teaching others and you're also learning as a result of whatever you're asking about. But we do have here ask for help from others and compromise. So when we have to compromise, it usually does involve other people and their wishes and hopes and desires in a situation, and then our hopes, wishes, and desires in a situation. So there's probably another person involved that you're going to have to compromise with or talk to. But these scales are balanced to me, so that feels like a very win-win outcome. So whatever it is you're hoping for, as a result of looking ahead, doing some learning, teaching other people, you know, the lessons maybe that you have learned, asking for help, that's going to bring you the answer that you're seeking. So much like the pile right before you guys, Spirit's not wanting to give like an exact answer, but with this compromise card, it's almost like I'm hearing that you're going to get the outcome you want, but you're going to have to compromise one of your wishes, desires, or hopes to get the answer you want. So using your own intuition, much like the group before you, is going to be key, and also asking for help from others. So maybe you're asking, will I be able to move this year? Well, I would say that answer is probably a yes, but you're probably going to have other people help. You're probably going to have to compromise on, well, maybe not getting your dream home and the dream location and the dream job and the dream market and, all the things lining up. There may be a bit of a compromise. So I'm really actually seeing a yes for you guys. It's just going to come as a result of, getting some other people on board to see that vision that you have, and also compromising on some aspect of what you're asking about. So it's a yes, but if you're hoping for a no, it's a no, but. And I know these yes or no pick a cards are getting very convoluted. Like, we're getting yes, no's, and maybes, and yes or no's. Like, I know it's a whole thing, but Spirit, there's just maybe too many people asking. Some of you really want a yes, some of you really want a no. And Spirit's basically saying you can have the answer you want, but it's going to come as a result of compromise and talking to other people, asking for help from other people. So I hope that resonated for you. You will have to let me know below what you thought and if it resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 5, let's go ahead and find out if the answer to your question is a yes or a no, or a possible maybe, or a yes but, or a no but. We've had a couple of those. Okay, what do we have here for you? Group number 5. Okay, so we have here, wow. So this makes a lot of sense, especially those of you who are asking about a love partnership or a love relationship. You've got the spiritual partnership card here. So even if this isn't like a lover, this could be someone you have a spiritual connection to, a son, a daughter, a father, a mother, a friend, a coworker, whoever this situation that you're asking about may be involving. We've got the number 9 here. So you're at the end of one cycle with this person. Not to say that this relationship is totally over. It could be, though, if that's what you're asking about. Because some of you may be ready to move on in a new direction because you're at the end of that cycle. But again, if you're not wanting to lose this person from your life, this just could be the end of a cycle that really wasn't working in the relationship, so you have room for a new cycle in the relationship. So with the Speak with Love card here, we've got the number 32, which adds up to a 5. So there are big changes coming for you guys in a relationship. Even if the thing you're asking about really doesn't have to do with other people, it does. Like, that's what Spirit's showing us here. Whatever happens, whatever you're asking about here, as a result of this thing happening, you getting your yes or your no, a spiritual partnership is going to be affected in a good way. But there is this sense of forgiveness with this ending here. There's some forgiveness or some healing that needs to be done in your life, or with a partner, or with someone you're very connected to. There's this sense of forgiveness that's transpiring right now as you're watching this. I think this has already started. You're already in the throes of this forgiveness, if not coming out on the other end of it, because you're ready to move on. You're ready for your life to begin, is what I just heard for some of you. So if you're trying to move, trying to find a new job, there just may be you doing some sense of forgiveness where your old place of location or work was concerned, forgiving old coworkers or old bosses for maybe ways they'd operated that really burned you out on that job and made you want to seek something else, because you don't want to carry that baggage into a new job or to a new home, or whatever it is you're asking about. But you're ready to move in the direction you want. So really what I see here, if you want a yes, your answer is yes, but there is this sense of forgiveness and moving on from something in the past. If you want to know, again, forgiveness and moving on from something in the past. But through this whole transition, because of the number 5 here, there's a transition or a big change going on in your life. Throughout this transition, you need to be speaking from a place of love, acting from a place of love, thinking from a place of love, just doing everything with love, because when we go down, especially during forgiveness, we can go down a spiral and really start blaming other people and put ourselves in that victim mentality or victim mode. That's not what you're being asked to do here, because you're ready to level up. You're ready to level up and forgive those who have, crossed you in the past or whatever's gone on. That doesn't mean you forgive them to just go ahead and do it again, but you're releasing all of that toxic energy from your life so that you can bring on something new. So guys, if you want a yes, the answer is yes after some healing. The answer is no if you want to know after some healing. So I'm sorry this was a little confusing, but man, Spirit is really showing me that many of you wanted a yes, but the other half of you really wanted a no. So that's why. You'll get your answer, but after some sense of healing, forgiveness, working on a spiritual partnership of some sort, that's when you'll get the answer you're hoping for. So I hope that resonated for you, group number 5. You will have to let me know below what you thought or any comments. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative. All right, bye.